Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you were new. We are a couple of days away from the new year and I want to take this time to do some decluttering and some organizing. I have been putting this off for forever because I already knew that I would be off of work for 3 weeks between, like in December and the beginning of January. So I kind of put off everything, but now I want to go ahead and try to get as much done as I possibly can before the new year. So today I thought we would start basically downstairs. My focus here is to start with and kind of stick with the main areas that are struggling. And then, as the time goes on, I can declutter other areas. But that is what we're going to be doing today. If you are interested in some decluttering, some organizing and cleaning, then stay tuned. So we are kicking off our little project here by just putting away regular dishes, or just cleaning up the regular dishes and doing some normal cleaning. I thought that it would be most appropriate to just kind of start with a clean slate. I will tell you that I did not think that I would be like a week and a half into this project. I don't know why I thought this would take me 3 days to complete, cleaning, organizing, and decluttering the whole house. And I'll just have you know that I'm still working at this and I did not finish it. Not in the first, for my first goal, which was 3 days, not for my second goal, which was a week. I'm still not finished. I don't think that I'll be resetting the house completely for the new year until the end of January. Like, I'm thinking it's going to take all of January to get this house into the shape that I am hoping. But nonetheless, starting with the dishes, like I mentioned, I put pretty much everything in the dishwasher except pots and pans because they are non-stick and I just want them. First of all, you can't put the ones that I have in the dishwasher, but I also want to, make sure I extend the life of those. Also, some glasses I won't put in. If there are some cups and glasses and things with like vinyl on them and things that we've gotten customized, sometimes they don't do well in the dishwasher. And then I also hand wash all of our knives. I do have a knife sharpener, but I just want to make sure that I am doing right by the knives and taking care of them properly. And so I am hand washing some of the items here. Here I am plinking the sink. You can get these little plinks at like Walmart or just places like that. And they have some for the dishwasher. They have some for the sink or the garbage disposal, the washer. So I use all of those, but I don't know. I just really, obviously it works well, but I really just like the lemon scent or the different scents. I just feel like it really just gets the party started whenever I am cleaning. I really like an aroma, but I normally try to save a candle for last. So plinking the sink, or just spraying some kind of multi-purpose spray that has a nice scent is really, it just really gets me going. So I was housing all of our little plinks and the essential oils, which I will also pour down the sink for a little aroma in that little white little container thing, but that was gross, so I decided to clean it out. And then I also have moved it to a different area in the home, and you'll see in a minute where all of my dishwashing supplies will live. I'm under the sink now. It just felt appropriate at that time to go ahead and get under the sink, so I'm cleaning out under the sink as best as I can and then rearranging all of the under the sink supplies. Friend, if your trash area looks like mine, I need you to get to it immediately. There are areas in your house where you can overlook, and I'll be honest, I had been overlooking that area. My husband was overlooking that area, but we never really take out the whole trash can from that little area. So we did not know that there was so much going on. So yeah, it took a little minute for me to get this place back in order and get it cleaned. And I had to whip out a broom and my Dyson and all sorts of things. As you can see, it's super gross. So if you're going to skip over an area, maybe not skip over this area because it harbors a lot of, just gross debris and food particles and germs and bacteria. Probably, I don't know, it's probably a mess. So if yours looks like mine, friend, please get to it. Now in the summer, I will get the water hose and clean out the trash can outside because why not? But I did not. It was cold outside this day, and it was at this moment when I realized I wish I had one of those like extra sinks that some people have in their laundry rooms, and they can kind of use that for these types of purposes, but I don't. So such is life. Working on my maid caddy. That's technically what it's called, and it looked pretty gross as you just saw, and I am just cleaning it up with Dawn dish liquid and hot water. And I promise you that, how some people say ginger ale is the cure for all sicknesses? I feel like Dawn dish soap and water, hot water, is the cure. They are the cure for most of your cleaning needs. If I can't fix it with Dawn dish liquid and hot water, then I will go ahead and move on to a cleaning supply. But as you all know, I am trying to downgrade my cleaning supplies whole collection because we have an animal now. So I'm trying to make sure everything is non-toxic and safe for her. And then of course we want to start a family. So I'm just trying to go ahead and just downgrade and have as few products as I can, but I have to use all of the products that I have right now. So that's kind of where I am with all of that. To say one of the best parts of doing this whole thing, especially in the kitchen, was organizing the cleaning supplies. As you see, I have some glass bottles, and I labeled them. I did this in a couple videos, well, probably like 10 videos back, but like a couple home type videos back, and that was really fun and exciting. And I'm trying to move to all glass, just like a more sustainable type of vibe. That's just who I am as a person. I feel like there are things that we can do to just be more sustainable, and so I try to do those things. There are ways that we won't be able to be as sustainable as we might like. I think about like using toilet paper as an example. That's obviously going to happen, but in some ways, like paper towels, I can use microfiber towels, which you will see me run through like 50 of them in this video, and I can, just try to take steps to be more sustainable in other ways. So that is what I have been doing. Ultimate goal is actually to have only like 5 or 6 cleaners, and to find a company that will help kind of promote what it is that I'm trying to do, which is basically to cut back on waste. And I've seen some cleaning companies have these little pods that they send out instead of a whole big plastic bottle, which I can appreciate, or even possibly even making some of my own cleaners at home. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm moving towards. Like I said, especially with having a dog now, and hopefully soon, one of these days, having a little baby and a child and all that stuff. That's just kind of what I'm aiming at. also was a fun area to clean, declutter, and organize. I really didn't declutter anything because I don't have many like small appliances to declutter, but I did declutter one little oven. Anyway, I was super excited about this project because I had just gotten some small appliances for Christmas from my husband and my mother-in-law, so I was able to just kind of organize those. I do move my Keurig down to this section, which may seem odd, but I almost never use our Keurig. My husband doesn't drink coffee, and I like to think that I'm a fake coffee drinker. I really just drink it probably like once a month, if that, and really just for the taste because I think it tastes good. But sometimes I'll make coffee at work. So all of that to say, I rarely use the Keurig, which is why I got the mini. So I just went ahead and put it under the sink, as well as our air fryer, our crock pot. And I'm laughing as I'm watching this because I don't see... Oh, the Keurig. The Keurig is the only small appliance that I've ever bought for myself. All of the other appliances came from my mom, my mother-in-law, or even my husband.
I was down and broken when I met you that night. Should have known you were something that would mess with my mind. Oh, but I won't put the blame on me. You're the one to be honest, yeah. 'Cause you can handle emotions, so you wanna talk again, but it's time to do this my way. I don't wanna be your friend. Think we hit our expiration date. I want you to feel the weight, feel the hate that I felt when we came to an end. You don't get to call me up, tell me that you need forgiveness. You're the one who called it off.
Here, which is difficult to reach, so I'm standing on a stool, was once a medicine cabinet, but we really don't have that many medicines, not enough for this whole cabinet. So I found a different place for our medicines, and I'm going to put some of our more often grabbed or reached for type of party supplies in here. Sometimes listen, a party is my husband and me. It only takes two for us to have a whole party. Y'all know my husband's a DJ, so he has all of his DJ equipment. And so we call it club budgets. We will turn up in our living room. It takes two to tango, okay? 2 is a party, 3 is a lituation. I don't know, but 2 is a party to us. So sometimes, I'm just saying, when we're doing like tacos or whatever, I'll be fancy and I'll pull out some of our quote unquote party supplies, and we will, feast using just like a fancier look. It's just a vibe.
I don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass, but I'm not gonna wake up.
Also, clean your microwave and your oven because those areas tend to be a little rough too, just like our trash can situation was. Go ahead and get those areas because, as you can see, a little rough in this microwave, which is kind of crazy because we have the little splatter thing, which you'll see in a minute. And that normally, it protects it. I guess it mainly protects it against like spaghetti sauce splattering and all of that, but you would think it would be a little cleaner, I guess, just because we do take protective measures.
Lying every time someone
Again, I am primarily trying to go with using just soap and water. Like I said, I try to do soap and water for everything. If not, I will bring in some type of degreaser. I think the degreaser in this video that I'm using is Comet, and I'm really just trying to use the rest of it, which I am able to do. So hooray for that. That's one product that I can remove from my stash because I have rightfully, used all of it. But I do like to use soap and water primarily, like I mentioned a million times before, especially for the microwave, and that's all it takes. So sometimes we don't have to reach for some of these harsher chemicals, if you will. Normally soap and water will do the trick, and I don't think there's anything that I don't first attempt to clean with soap and water.
Oh, no, no, not yet. Whoa. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy. I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy. I'm not gonna wake up. No, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no, no, not yet. Whoa, I'm not gonna wake up.
So let's talk about this oven cleaner. I bought this fancy oven cleaner because it has been 2 years since we have lived in this home. We bought it brand new, and I couldn't recall a time that I actually like deep cleaned the oven. So I bought this fancy oven cleaner from Amazon, and I was going to use it, but the issue is that my husband had made breakfast earlier, and so the oven was like, before I started this, I think, or something like that, and the oven was still hot, and your oven needs to be cold. So I was not able to do the treatment today, and you'll see in a future video though you'll see that I was able to do it, and you'll see the results. But yeah, the oven was still hot, so yeah, I wasn't able to use that after reading the directions. It needed to be a cold oven. I just went ahead and moved on to my next project, which was organizing our spices and sauces. That's kind of like what that is. You'll see later in the pantry, because we do get to the pantry in this video, that we do keep some like overflow products in there. But if we're reaching for them regularly, we just keep them in this cabinet. And it has been a lifesaver having our sauces and condiments and things on Lazy Susans, because we're able to maximize both really horizontal space and vertical space in the cabinets, and all we have to do is just spin one of the 4 Lazy Susans to, be able to get to the condiment or sauce or spice that we are looking for. had splattered in the pantry, and so it had gotten on the stool and the walls of the pantry and just everywhere. So you'll see that basically everything in the pantry is getting a good wipe down. And I was joking by saying that all dirt, dust, debris, and all of that was being left in 2021, which I felt like I was pretty serious at the time that I was saying that. But as we all know, I'm nowhere near finished with this house and cleaning and decluttering everything. So a lot of debris and a lot of dirt and dust and grime and everything else, all of them will be coming into 2022. So here I am, I think, enlisting the help of my husband. I love that he asks always, not if I need help, because I feel like, contrary to popular belief, I'm a needy person, meaning that if you ask me what you can help me with, or if you can, there's always, I guess what I'm saying is there's always something that someone can help me with. Plus, I'm the person who likes doing things together as a group or a family, or, so I'm that person too. So yeah, there's always something that you and I can be doing together. So don't ask me if you need my help, if you don't really want to give me any help, because I always need help. But I love that he has learned over the past decade that I'm always in need of help. So there's no point in asking if I need help, but rather asking what he can help with. So he was asking what he could help with, and I think I had him vacuuming. I think I sent him somewhere else. So I sent him to the living room to do some stuff, and upstairs he was actually working really hard on the garage this day. So he was also in the garage cleaning, decluttering, and all of that, which was great because that was not on my to-do list. I was not going in that garage. And also he has taken on like cleaning the laundry room and whatever the case is. So this is a two-man job, but I just have to say that it's still taking much longer than I ever anticipated. So right now I am moving over to this other cabinet over here, and I'm getting in there and I am cleaning it out because I wanted to put our picnic baskets in there and our lunch boxes. So here's my lunch box. I love it. Kind of looks like a purse. It's very big. And then my husband's lunch box is back there. And at this point, we hadn't went back to work yet, which at the filming of this video, I go back to work tomorrow, which I think you guys are seeing this video today. But anyway, I just wanted to clean out our lunch boxes so that they were ready to go whenever we returned to corporate America. Right now I am organizing and decluttering and cleaning, I guess, our party supplies. These are more party supplies. These are more so like spoons and forks and fancy napkins and straws and things like that for whenever we are hosting. So I'm just organizing all of those. They do find a new home. I moved them out of the pantry and I moved them to that odd, strange, but large and deep cabinet above the refrigerator that you can't get to unless you have a stool or unless you're tall. So we're not the type to have a bunch of like excess food that we don't need. It's just having anything that we might not need or use or whatever that can be wasteful. It's just not something that we do. So I was very pleasantly surprised to find so many expired foods. And I was thinking, a lot of the stuff my friend gave to me when she was moving away over the summer, and there were things in there, you guys, from like 2015. And I was thinking like, where did this stuff come from? There's no way I have anything in here that hasn't been used in 6 or 7 years. And that was half of the pantry, half of these items, all the canned goods, half of the pastas, all those ramen noodles, half of those things actually came from my friend, and a good portion of those were things that were expired, which is truly tragic. But I couldn't have helped it anyway because she just gave them to us over the summer, and I couldn't have tried to donate them or anything like that, which is what I try to do. If I notice we're not going to eat something and it's unpackaged, then I try to, donate it. But that was not the case for the expired stuff from 2015. Down to the wire. We are down to the last 5 minutes or so. I do have to say, I started this project at 11 a.m. and I finished at 4 p.m. with very little breaks. So it was a very long project and I don't even finish it. Hint, we will be working in the kitchen again in the next video because I just couldn't get it all done in one day and I had other stuff that I had to do. So at this point, I am just trying to reset the kitchen, and which looks stressful even looking at this, but I'm just trying to put things back where they belong and take a mental note of the things that I need to get to the next time, which happened to be the next day. I went ahead and finished, or partially finished, or almost finished. I still wasn't finished with the kitchen after another 5 hours because all the areas that I didn't clean today, I actually clean in the next video. So anyway, just resetting everything, recycling, feeding the dog, taking the trash out, putting things where they belong or where I hope that they will belong, and just really trying to reset it because I didn't want to leave it like that in case I didn't get to it the next day or, something like that. I just didn't want to leave it looking all crazy. So that's what I'm doing now, just resetting everything and putting everything back. And this was such a strenuous task. I will say that most of the days since I've been decluttering and organizing, which is kind of wild, I have been getting like 10,000 steps on my Apple Watch. So it's not a game. Like I'm really out here in these streets, decluttering, organizing, and just trying to get this house together. I really thought that I was going to start this. I think this was like 3 days before the 1st. I really thought that I was going to start and finish this before the 1st, which is laughable because today's January the 8th and I'm still not finished because my friend came to visit and, I just had to do other things. I obviously wanted to rest during my break from work and all of that. I'm starting a new job tomorrow. So I've been taking like extra self-care, I feel like, and like really I've been buying more school clothes, for my new job and whatnot, and more appropriate clothing, and just really trying to reset and get everything situated to prepare to go back to work. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna wrap it up in a moment. I don't really know that there's anything else left for me to talk about, but I will say that in the next video, I'm gonna get behind the refrigerator and like organize the pots and pans and all of that kind of stuff, and just continue on with this journey. And like I said, I do another 5 hours and I still only barely make it out of the kitchen. It's really exciting to see the oven kind of come to life and getting all that grease and grime off of that. So stay tuned for that. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but we are moving everywhere. So we move into the living room and clean and declutter in there, and my office and the hallways and upstairs and the master owner suite. And I just clean and declutter the whole entire house in this series, but I'm not finished at the filming of this video. So after I am finished with the whole house, you guys will see all of the work that I have done. But it was super fun, super exciting, super rewarding, and something that I'm proud of myself for starting, because and kind of finishing. I'm not finished yet, but close to finishing. So I honestly was very proud of the work that got done. So anyway, I'm just going to wrap up the video now. I feel like I've talked a decent amount, and stay tuned for part 2 of the series, and I will catch you guys then.
I was drunk enough, didn't know it would mess me up, yeah.